You need to find your dentist. How you take your goddamn braces off, but you kept the little middle part? Stupid ass girl. She told her keep the wires. Just keep the wires.
Nah, low key, that's a whole lot of karma coming back at your racist ass. That's a whole lot of karma coming back at your racist ass.
Azealia Banks, you know, with her little beautiful ugly. You feel what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. Okay.
Not only what you do affect your people.
Right.
And everybody that's around you, the people that sit next to you, the car you drove in, everything is affected.
DC Young Fly has absolutely lost it after Azealia Banks expressed just how happy she was that his baby mama, Jacky O, had passed away. She even said it was karma. But why all this? Why this brutality, Azealia?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how really unattractive you really fucking are on a basic level.
In a stunning display of insensitivity, Azealia Banks, the controversial rapper notorious for her verbal spats, took to Instagram to launch a scathing attack on DC Young Fly in the wake of the heartbreaking death of his partner, Ms. Jacky O. The MTV star's sudden passing in Miami at the age of 32 had left the entertainment world in shock, but Banks seemed unfazed as she lashed out at DC Young Fly a mere few days after the tragic incident.
Now, in the black community, we don't do that. You feel what I'm saying?
Banks, who had recently been embroiled in a public feud with Matty Healy of the band 1975, directed her anger at DC Young Fly, accusing him of contributing to Jacky's deep-seated insecurities. With a clear tone of contempt, she remarked, "Say what you want about my tears. They were pure tears of rage and not at all a sign of weakness. Because in the end, I won. I'm happy I cried and moved on." The audacity of her comments regarding the timing of Jacky's death, which coincided with her own 32nd birthday, demonstrated a level of callousness that shocked even her most devoted fans. This person tweeted, "Azealia Banks is sick. Speaking on someone's deceased partner because you got your feelings hurt on a stage show 4 years ago is very low." This person had an interesting way of resolving the situation, saying, "I'ma need the Wild and Out cast to roast Azealia Banks the way they did Spoken Reasons. I need them to really make this woman cry because enough is enough." This person pointed out that Azealia really overreacted. Azealia Banks is truly a weirdo. You got clowned years ago by someone who clowned you because clowning is their literal job on a show that you agreed to be on. And you think that their wife's death is their karma because they said you only got brackets on your top row of teeth? This person even thought that Azealia had a hand in Jacky's death. Sounds like an admission of murder to me. Now, I don't know about that, but who knows? Stranger things have happened in Tinseltown. Banks didn't shy away from referencing their past clashes either, recalling an incident on the show Wild and Out where DC Young Fly's remarks reduced her to tears. She accused him of projecting his own self-hatred onto confident women, stating, "That Jacky O girl must have been so deeply insecure about herself." And the nerve of DC to call such a gorgeous woman as Azealia Banks ugly on national television while a bunch of black people laughed.
But my team captain is so petty.
How petty is she?
That she told all her friends my was trash so she can keep me all to herself.
But it wasn't just DC Young Fly who felt the sting of Banks's words. She took the opportunity to air her grievances about her experience on Wild and Out, making homophobic remarks and criticizing the cast for their behavior during her performance. Banks expressed relief that she could finally put that chapter behind her, boldly asserting, "That thorn in my side is finally out. No way in hell I was blessed with this many gifts. This much talent and beauty to be a cultural punching bag for a cast of peons who wouldn't have a pot to PS in if they didn't have the court of social media addicts to jester for." This outburst was just the latest in a long line of controversies surrounding Banks. Her reputation for disputes and backlash has been well established over the years. From her infamous altercation with a flight attendant in 2015, where she used a homophobic slur, to her Twitter rant against Zayn Malik in 2016, which resulted in her being dropped from a UK music festival and having her Twitter account suspended, Banks has consistently found herself at the center of controversy. As the shocking news of Jacky's passing reverberated, a spokesperson for BET Media Group released a statement on Wild and Out's Facebook page expressing deep sadness at the loss of Jacky O. The spokesperson highlighted her talent and described her as a cherished member of the Wild and Out family. The untimely passing of Wild and Out star Ms. Jacky O has left her partner DC Young Fly and their 3 children in mourning. The couple, who never officially married but shared a deep bond, had been together for several years, raising their daughters Nova and Nala, as well as their son Prince. DC Young Fly, born John Whitfield, and Jacky first crossed paths in 2015 when he emerged as a charismatic personality on the hit MTV series. At that time, Jacky was already an established member of the Wild 'N Out cast. However, she had moved on from the show and ventured into marketing her own lip gloss line called the J Nova Collection. Tragedy struck when DC Young Fly, who had been in Atlanta filming new episodes of Wild 'N Out, received the devastating news of Jacky's passing. Despite the pain he was experiencing, he and his family issued a statement expressing gratitude for the outpouring of well wishes and appealing for privacy during this difficult time. As news of Jacky's passing spread, tributes and condolences poured in from fellow celebrities. Rapper T.I., also known as Tip, expressed his profound grief and extended support to DC Young Fly and his family. He acknowledged the unimaginable circumstances they were facing and assured them that they were not alone in their mourning. D.L. Hewley, another prominent figure in the entertainment industry, emphasized DC Young Fly's strength, character, and unwavering faith, sending heartfelt prayers and love to him and his family. Cardi B, deeply moved by the tragedy, shared her sympathy for Jacky's children, recognizing the profound loss they were experiencing. The circumstances surrounding Jacky's passing in Miami, where she had traveled for a mommy makeover surgery, remained shrouded in mystery. Reports indicate that she was staying at a hotel in the Brickell neighborhood when she was found unresponsive. Despite resuscitation efforts, she was pronounced dead later that evening. An investigation is currently underway to determine the cause of her death. A mommy makeover surgery typically involves a combination of procedures tailored to the patient's desires, such as a tummy tuck, breast augmentation, breast lift, liposuction, and vaginal rejuvenation surgery. While the specific details of Jacky's surgery remain undisclosed, this cosmetic procedure aims to enhance and restore a mother's body after childbirth. Could this surgery be responsible for her death? As for why Azealia felt the need to pop off at DC Young Fly, well, their ongoing feud dates back to a dramatic incident in 2018 that left Banks in tears. While the details of their clash have been a subject of speculation, let's dive into what truly transpired during that memorable encounter. According to a 2018 article, Azealia Banks voiced her discontent after an appearance on MTV's Nick Cannon Presents Wild 'N Out. She accused the show of engaging in colorism and claimed that the jokes directed at her were so hurtful that she broke down in tears on set. However, DC Young Fly, along with his Wild 'N Out co-stars Chico Bean and Carlos Miller, decided to set the record straight during their 85 South Show Live comedy event. In their version of events, DC explained that he had playfully teased Banks, as he often does with any guest star. The tipping point, it seemed, was a joke about Cardi B that pushed Banks over the edge. Chico Bean chimed in to shed light on the incident further. He revealed that during a game called So Fly, which they had modified to So Petty, DC had made a wisecrack about Nick Cannon's pettiness, suggesting that he had initially wanted Cardi B but ended up with Azealia Banks instead, referring to her as Lil Ugly A. Unfortunately, Banks took offense and couldn't handle the banter. She began bad-mouthing DC relentlessly and refused to let up. DC claimed that he tried to maintain his composure throughout the ordeal. However, after enduring several insults from Banks, he delivered another joke, this time about her braces. This remark proved to be the breaking point for Banks as she started crying. DC immediately attempted to apologize to the 212 inches rapper, but her response was anything but conciliatory. She threatened to spit in his face, further escalating the tension between them. Naturally, Banks was not content with their version of events. She took to Baller Alert's Instagram page and left a fiery comment expressing her anger and frustration. In her comment, she launched a scathing attack on the city of Atlanta and its inhabitants, using derogatory terms and expressing her disdain for black men like DC Young Fly. The clash between Azealia Banks and DC Young Fly during their Wild 'N Out appearance was undeniably intense. Their differing accounts of what unfolded that day highlight the deep-seated animosity between them and might just explain why Azealia fired shots at DC over Jacky O's death, no matter how wrong. That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.